My answer is not one.
Civil discourse wins again.
Frank Gore deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but he is not my answer here. My answer is Patrick Willis. Patrick Willis absolutely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It is insane. I mean, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5 All-Pros, a second-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowls, led the NFL in tackles 2 times. Is just
arguably like the second best or even best linebacker of the 2010s.
He had a toe injury that ended his career. A toe injury. He was a toe away from absolutely gunning for the best linebacker of all time. Can you imagine had he been able to continue to play with Bowman, who also got injured? Patrick Willis has done everything right, and every year that he played, I think he was the best linebacker in the NFL.
Just to follow up on Ken Anderson real quick, led the NFL in passing yards twice, led the NFL in passer rating 4 times, won an MVP, 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. I think he should get in. Frank Gore's not a Hall of Famer, but that's beside the point.
He's absolutely a Hall of Famer. But
Frank Gore's absolutely a Hall of Famer.
My pick.
Playing for 90 years and racking up stats doesn't mean anything to me. Keep going.
Let me hold on. First off,
hold on.
Wait.
Let's address this real quick. First of all, as a running back to play as long as he did, come on.
We just after the conversation we just had,
he deserves a round of applause for it.
That is a Hall of Fame.
I just have a rule that if you were never the top 5,
I don't even know who Ken Anderson is. I don't want to hear about how Frank Gore.
Frank Gore tore his ACL before entering the draft. He tore it twice and still had a 17, 16-year career as a running back.
It's a great story, man.
That's rare.
25 running backs I would comfortably take before him.
If Frank Gore in his prime played for Kyle Shanahan, he would have broken every single running back record
on ifs and whats. Ifs and whats
That's
are
true.
and buts, buddy.
We're not. We're doing it on the career. First off, Jamie Lee Curtis got an Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it was understood that it was it was essentially a nod for a lifetime achievement.
You know what? I see where you're going with this,
and that's what Frank deserves. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Chase, when did we become the only 2 normal human beings on this show?
I heard Jamie Lee Curtis, and I was I have no idea what's happening here.
I love Jamie Lee
Ken
Curtis,
Anderson, and then said, "Well, he led
one of the very best
league in
quarterbacks
passing
in the 1970s.
Twice."
Ken Anderson had a season where he was one of the best at his position. Frank Gore never had a season where he was one of the best running backs in football.
Talk your shit, Chase Thomas.
Frank Gore played in a league that had Adrian Peterson.
I mean, that's fine. We're not saying he's not good. He was solid for a long time.
Those guys, the guys that played above him will also be in the Hall of Fame.
We have a lot more running backs to get to before Frank Gore makes the
I like how you put emphasis on he was playing against Adrian Peterson. Yeah, a Hall of Famer.
My point is
that
Adrian Peterson was top 2 running
backs. By the way,
of
Ken
all
Anderson
time?
also completed 70% of his passes in 1982, which is 90% of your passes today. That's an exaggeration, I know, but
wait, what was
the things
that
that he was ahead of his time.
again? What was that percentage again?
He completed 70.6 in
what year was this?
1982.
They weren't throwing the ball more than 10 yards down the field, and this is not the passing offense that we're thinking of. Also,
7.5 yards per attempt.
So essentially, Ken Anderson was Jimmy Garoppolo.
Frank Gore had 4 straight seasons of over 1,000 yards rushing twice in his career, which spans again 17 years.
Okay, but let me make this argument. If you want to make the Frank Gore.